the best trading book. In this video, we are going to talk about what the best trading book is and creating that trading book. Now, a lot of people probably wondering, like, why is this topic in part 11? Shouldn't this be in resources? Like why are we talking about the best trading book out of nowhere? Now, that's because a lot of traders do not understand or know what the trading book is, right? A lot of traders go out and start looking for other books and other content and other materials to read. But what they miss out on is they miss out on reading the best trading book. And that best trading book is your trading journal. Your trading journal is by far the best trading book out there, by far the best tool that's going to help you advance to the next level. Right now, think about this. If you don't know your own mistakes, if you don't know what you're good at, if you don't know where you messed up, how are you ever going to improve as a trader? Now, if you are someone that has traded before and you don't have a trading book, right? You don't have a trading journal, you don't have metrics of where you're good at, where you're bad at, what you messed up on, and all these key performance indicators, then you're obviously missing out on a lot. You're not doing yourself any good. Now, if you're someone that has never traded, please make sure you have a trading book. Make sure you have a journal. Make sure you journal each and every single one of your trades. Now, the whole idea of your trading journal is to track everything from where you mess up from a psychological level and a trading level. So let me give you guys an example. Now, a lot of people don't understand how your personal life affects trading, right? Now, when you guys get started in trading, you guys are going to start seeing this a lot. Your personal life has a huge impact on you as a trader. Now, the only way you can measure where the problems kick in, the only way you can measure where you're messing up, what you need to improve on, is by actually having something that tracks each and every single one of your metrics. Now, I do have a Excel trading journal that I'm going to show you guys in a bit. You guys can use that trading journal, plug in your trades. I'll show you how to use it. But before I get into that, I want to dive into this trading book. Now, the idea of it is to get both sides of your brain, right? Now, as traders, obviously, we're not computers, we're humans, so we have feelings, we have emotions like fear, we get greedy. Whatever the case is with trading, we have certain emotions that kick in. Besides the emotion part, we also have trading issues, right? Maybe not knowing where to buy based on not understanding price action, maybe not being able to read time and sales level 2, whatever the case may be, right? So there's two parts of it. Now, you as a trader have to track both. You have to track this side and you have to track this side. Like, you have to track both aspects of trading, okay? Now, let me give you an example. Right? Because a lot of people, even the people that do track, don't track the right way and don't understand themselves on a deeper level. Now, let's say we take two people. All right, let me just move this for a second. Let's say we take person A and we take person B. Now, let's say person A tracks their trades. Now, let's say person B does not, right, track the trade, not track trades. Now, in 1 month or 1 year or whatever the case is, let's just use 1 month. 1 month. Person A made $5,200 and person B also made $5,200. Okay? Now, let's say the next month person A lost $6,000 and person B lost $6,000. Now, the person that's tracking their trades, obviously this person is not going to have the same results as this person, but the person that's tracking their trades, they'll be able to track a few key metrics such as, where have I been making the most money, right? Why have I lost money? Where am I messing up? What am I not seeing? So if this person A does go through a losing streak, does go through a bad month, he or she will be able to come out the next month, next week, whatever, positive, because they're tracking themselves. They're tracking each metric. This person does not know what's going on. They don't know why they made money. They don't know why they lost money. They're not tracking anything. So in the long run, person A is going to be that trader that's consistently profitable, And tracking your trade or journaling is one activity that separates winning traders from losing traders. Now, to go back to what the major difference is, right? When you guys really track your trades, and this is something I've learned about myself after tracking, after journaling each trade and my process, is I would notice, like for example, there was a time I noticed for about 8 straight weeks, I was losing money, and the one day I would lose money on is a Monday. Okay, now the reason I found this out is because I was once again tracking my trades. I was journaling each trade, my day, and everything. At first, I didn't understand. I was like, why do I keep losing money on Monday? Now, when I went back to the trades, I'm like, wow, my P&L is Mondays. Almost every Monday, I have not had a good Monday for 2 months. Why is that? Okay, what's the issue? Why is this happening? Now, since I started tracking my trades, I was able to narrow the issue down. Now, if someone was not tracking their trades, they wouldn't even know that on Mondays they lose money. Now, since I was tracking my trades, since I was tracking my thought process, since I was tracking the emotional aspect, the psychological aspect, and the trading aspect, I was able to connect the pieces. And I was saying, well, the reason I was losing money on Mondays is because we would stop trading obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday we're off, and then I would come back very aggressive into the marketplace. It's a new week, you had a long weekend and you're like, yes, I'm ready to go back into the market. So what I did, I realized I would size up a lot. My position sizing was way off on Mondays. Like it was way too much because I was starting the week fresh and I was like, yes, I can't wait to get started. And most of the time when I would have a big red loss on Mondays, my following week would carry out negative as well, okay? And the way I learned that is by tracking my trades. I would look at my position sizing and my risk on Mondays, and I saw that my risk on Monday was at least 3 times more than other days, okay? Then I was like, why do I put on more risk? Like, what's going on? And obviously right now you might say, well, you should know why you're putting on more risk. But guys, when you're trading and you're in front of a computer and numbers are going up, money's going up and down, you don't clearly think. So tracking that process and tracking your own progress and tracking each and every single thing you do as a trader is very important. So I started realizing that's one way I mess up. Another thing I realized, and these don't really relate to trading 100%, but they do carry over to the trading world, is there was a point where some nights I would sleep 2 hours, 1 hour a night, and I would realize the next day when I would trade after having 2 hours and 1 hour worth of sleep, my trading would not be the best. My execution would be slow. My position sizing would be bad. My judge of the trade or looking at the probability of the trade would be bad. So a lot of times I realized when I wouldn't get high quality sleep, I would have a red day. I also realized when I had a lot going on in my personal life or I didn't feel the best with a lot of other things going on, a lot of stress and so on, I would usually have a red day. Now, there are a few times where I slept an hour or 2 hours and I did have a green day. But once again, this is a probability game. When I looked at the probability, I realized about 7 to 8 times out of about 10 times, 70 to 80%, I would be red based on certain factors, right? And the only way I knew that is by tracking my trades. Now, a lot of traders don't even track their trades in the aspect of sleep, right? Am I getting the proper sleep? And I'm gonna cover all this in the trader mindset part, right? But this is something people don't understand. People don't pay attention to. I need a lot of sleep. I need to, obviously be at a very high mental level. Me personally, when I would sleep 1 or 2 hours a night, it wouldn't work out, right? And I realized that by tracking stuff such as my sleep, tracking what's going on in my personal life, like, oh man, I feel overwhelmed. I have so many things going on, family problems, this problem, whatever you may have going on. When those things are sky high, right, that automatically affects your trading too. Now, I'll give you another example. Let's say you're working a job right now. As you're working a job, let's say, God forbid, you're about to get laid off, okay? Now, if you're someone that's properly tracking, you'll see that most times when people are working a job or they're about to get laid off, or even when they're trying to quit their job, their trading takes a hit. Because since they're getting laid off or since they're quitting, they need to make more money as a trader. So what they start doing is they start overextending and over position sizing and taking on terrible trades because they are set on just making money to replace that. And that ends up destroying a lot of people's accounts. But now if you're someone that's tracking each and every single thing, such as what's happening in your personal life, once again, and obviously what's happening to you as a trader, that's gonna help you out. Another few things is what I've noticed is when some people track their trades, they start realizing where they make the most money from. They also start realizing where do they lose the most money from as well. They start realizing that they lose a lot of money because they're chasing, right? And once again, I'm going to show you guys the journal and show you how it all correlates. But they start realizing that, hey, every time I chase a trade, right, I consistently lose money. How do I know I chased a trade? That stock was not in my plan. I saw it in a group chat. I saw someone else talking about it. I saw it was going up 50%. I didn't want to miss out, so I chased it. And I realized the past 20 trades, the past 20 losses I had, about 16 of them I chased. Wow, only if I didn't chase, I wouldn't have lost 16 times. I wouldn't have lost this much money. Well, what do I need to work on? What is my key thing that I need to focus on? It's do not chase. Okay, how do I make rules to prevent that? Next time I feel like I'm chasing, what do? I get up, I walk away from my computer, right? These are things that you as a trader have to be aware of. And the only way you guys are gonna be aware of this is number one, when you trade, and this only works with real money, guys. Right? So when you start trading with real money and you have real money invested into the marketplace, that's when this is gonna work. So when you have real money invested, you're gonna start tracking all your KPIs, your key performance indicators, which I'm gonna break down in one of the upcoming videos. You start tracking your KPIs and you start seeing what setups do I make the most money? Where do I lose the most money? Based on my personal life, if I sleep well, how am I performing, right? When I watch, let's say I try to trade options. I'm not good at trading options. When I try to short, I suck at shorting. I'm better at going long, right? Whenever the market doesn't give me direction, right, I lose money because I'm impatient, right? A lot of my losers come after 12 p.m. Why after 12 p.m.? Because I make money the first 2 hours of trading and then I start giving my profits away because I end up over trading. This is what your trading journal is going to do for you. It is going to be legitimately the best book in the world for you because what it's going to show you, it's going to show you all your flaws. It's going to show you all the things you're good at and all the things you need to improve on consistently. Now, a few tips before we move forward. Trading journal is very important, guys. Right? I'm going to show you the guides and the routines to have to actually to properly follow it. But please make sure you journal. Like you record all your trades, all your setups, and you're honest and you're doing it. What a lot of people do in their trading journal or trading book, they don't write down the actual reason they got in. Oh, I got in stock Apple because I saw X, Y, and Z on the chart. No, you got in Apple, be honest, you got in Apple because it broke out and you saw everyone else was getting in, so you chased. Oh, I got in Roku because the chart told me X, Y, and Z. No, you got in Roku because Roku was up 15% in 5 minutes and you were like, wow, why didn't I catch that? So you got in, right? These are things that need to be tracked and you need to be honest when you're doing this. If you are honest and you keep tracking your trades and progress, I promise in months you guys are going to see everything. Like you're gonna see a clear picture of what needs to be improved, what you need to really, really dig down and understand, and what needs to be accelerated. Like what's your bread and butter? Where do you make the most money? Like these are things that are gonna come through with your trading book. So please, moving forward, just make sure you take this matter very, very seriously. So I'm gonna show you guys what things to track in the next video, and I'm gonna give you guys an Excel sheet to actually journal all your trades. I also recommend writing things down, right? Because when you write, it connects with the mind a lot more, and I'm gonna break that down in the next upcoming videos.